Oh, yes. Just thinking of that corruption of the demoniacs. Yes. You know, um, I have certain rights as a citizen, something that those in law enforcement don't want to recognize. I have the right to file lawsuits, to have you sued. Yes. Now, for some reason, you thought that when you were employed in law enforcement or judiciary or an oath of office, that my rights went out the window when you got employment. But it's really the opposite of what you were thinking. Yes. See, lawsuits, yes, as I've explained to you, yes, means that I have the right to sue you at any time that I do know that you committed a crime, yes, or caused me injury. Pooh, pooh, pooh. Now, let's say it wasn't my wife on the witness stand, yes, and you thought, well, we're just going to cover this up and we're going to continue to keep his sons. You have an obligation to enforce the laws. Lawsuit, yes. This lawsuit is a case or proceeding brought before a court of law for settlement. Oh, these laws, rule of conduct or action, recognized by custom or decreed by formal enactment, considered binding on the members of a nation, community, or group, a system or body of such rules. Now, this being bound, it's a binding obligation. Yes, it is. And then there's the lawsuit. Yes. Now, for the last 3 years and 6 months, I have been documenting lawsuits. Instead of enforcing my rights, you arrested me for crime where I had been found not guilty previously. Yes. And somehow you thought that when somebody's not guilty, that they were actually going to commit the crime. Yes, even though they've been found not guilty. Now, I'd like to use the courts of the United States, and I'd like to file lawsuits against those that are police officers, sheriffs, oh, judges. Now, I know you thought that I'd just send you a letter, but I have the legal right to sue you. And this is something that's been recognized by the United States. Now, instead of actually doing what the law requires, yes, I can get the video and audio from the court hearing in 2012. Yes. Then I could ask my wife, Heidi, was that you on the witness stand right now? Now, she would say, well, I made this special agreement with Homeland Security. Isn't that right, Jane? Janet? Ooch. Douglas? Let's say I found out that the United States federal government was employing employees that provided body doubles for my wife so as to hide her identity. Exactly why would the United States of America, yes, be paying the employment expense of employees? Now, when we start talking about the various departments, yeah, let's say I sued you, Homeland Security. Yes, because Janet Ann Napolitano and Jane Lute and her husband Douglas Lute was on the National Security Council. Why don't you give me all the members of the NSC, Jack Clapper, for the last 50 years that thought, yes, that we could actually violate the rights of American citizens. Now, as much as I'm going to take the assets of this county, yes, I will take the actual assets of the United States of America. Yes, it will. Now, I know you say we don't have any money in the United States. Seems that we have some sort of deficit spending going on. But there is the physical location of each and every building and property of the United States of America. Architects. Now, my competitors, yes, they're rich and powerful individuals. Yes, they are. That said, I could never sue them. Yes. But when I innovate something that's important to humanity, I would sue natural gas producers. Yes. Propane, the coal industry. Yeah. And then there's this issue of the solar panels. You know this magnifying glass that desalinates water? Yes, yes, yes. It's possible that it produces electricity. Now, the steam, could be going through a steam, generator that goes through the steam piston. See the supercentrifuge? Yes. When you use the difference in the mass of steam and the product that's added to it to give it mass. Yes. I'm absolutely sure I can separate the two of them right now because he's sure of it.